My name is Danstan Omari. Welcome to Court Helicopter's weekly, every weekend program, Explainer. Today, our topic is, what are the costs of litigation? What, as a litigant, as a person who is going to court, what will you pay? One, to the court. Two, to the advocates. Three, are there any other charges as a citizen who wants to litigate? Number one, in all criminal matters where somebody has been arrested, he has been charged, the state does not pay any of the filing fees to the judiciary. The DCI and the prosecutor will proceed, and the Attorney General, without paying any fees. Equally, when somebody has been arrested, the cost of prosecution, he does not pay anything for prosecution. Once it is your property that has been stolen, once it is you has been assaulted, if you are the complainant and you have gone to the police, the DCI, and your witnesses, there is no money required to be filed in court. Therefore, proceedings in criminal matters are there for free. Number two, what about civil matters? These are matters where one is either suing another person. Kamau is suing Onyango, Kimani is suing Onyinkwa, Mary is suing Jane. Those are called civil matters. In civil matters, the first thing that you'll have to do is to pay what is called court filing fees. Every document filed in court, the court will assess how much you are supposed to be paid. You are supposed to pay to the judiciary. For example, in a matter concerning land, you are filing a case in the ELC court, the judiciary will give you a fee, filing fees of around 70,000 or 71,000. In a defamation matter, the court will tell you how much to pay. In a commercial matter, the court will tell you how much to pay. That money is paid directly to the judiciary. They will send you an M-Pesa number, then you will pay. That money is revenue to the government. After paying the judiciary filing fees, then you will have to pay the advocate who will represent you either in a criminal matter or in a civil matter or in a constitutional matter. Lawyers' fees is determined by an act called the Advocates Remuneration Act. In the Advocates Remunerations Act, what is commonly called the RO, all the amount that you are supposed to pay an advocate for drafting an affidavit, for filing a plaint, for reading your letter, for doing a demand letter, for filing matters, for taking instructions, for waking up, all those things are provided for in the Advocates Remunerations Act. It is an offense for an advocate to charge lower than what the rate is provided for. Therefore, the lawyers will charge either the fees that is provided for or higher than that fees that is provided for. Three, in the event the client fails to pay an advocate for fees or for work rendered, the law provides that the advocate will move to the deputy registrar and sue that client who was given services and he never paid or she never paid in a matter called taxation. That the taxing master is the deputy registrar, a magistrate who sits as a deputy registrar, a position called a taxing officer at the High Court. Then both parties will file, the advocate will file what he did as per the Advocate Remuneration Act. The client who never paid will argue, and the taxing master will say this advocate is supposed to be paid this amount of money. So it is not arbitrary on how much an advocate is supposed to be paid. It is provided for that. Other charges are court filing, court disbursements. One, documents are supposed to be served. There is an officer called a process server. That process server is licensed by the judiciary. So that person will go pick your documents, go and serve the person you want to sue. He is also entitled to be paid by the client. So all these burden, court filing fees, the advocate's fees, the process server's fees, the court bailiff's fees is supposed to be met by the client. After the case in a civil matter has been concluded, these are what the court awards as costs. The costs that a client incurred to litigate his matters, the court will award if that client wins. Whoever loses shall pay the costs, the court filing fees, the advocate's fees, the process server's fees, and any form of costs that were incurred. The witnesses that come to court in a civil matter, it is the duty of the client to pay their transport, their accommodation. If he succeeds and wins, he will be refunded in what is called costs. In criminal matters, the witnesses who come to court, they are state witnesses. They will be refunded by the judiciary the amount of money. If a witness comes from Migori to come and testify in Nairobi, the court that he has come to testify, there is a budget given to the judiciary to refund those witnesses the amount of fare and subsistence and accommodation that they utilized. Therefore, litigation is not cheap. It is expensive, and it is those ones who go to court that will meet all those costs I have explained. This is the explainer from Danstan Omari on Court Helicopter. Thank you very much. See you next week.